This is the plaintiff, Susan King. She says she moved here from England to take care of her sick uncle, and the defendant, a used car salesman, took advantage of her and sold her a lemon. When she complained to him, he said the car was running fine and maybe the car just didn't like her. She may be new to this country, but she won't be taken advantage of by the likes of him, and is here suing for the return of her hard-earned $4,488. This is the defendant, Alfred Del Greco. He says he's done everything possible for this plaintiff. He even swapped out the first car she bought and replaced it with another one to accommodate her large size better. The woman drove that car for a while, then came back to him demanding a refund when there was nothing wrong with that car either. He doesn't know what kind of scam she's trying to pull, but this great country of America has rules and laws, and he feels they're all on his side in this case. He's accused of trying to take advantage.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant sold her a lemon, and he's taking advantage of her because she just came to the U.S. But the defendant says he's bent over backwards for her. He says he had to find a car that fit her large body. It's the case of size matters, so he says.
Thank you, Douglas. Susan King? Yes. You are suing Island Auto Sales, represented here by Alfred Del Greco?
Yes.
Are you the owner?
Yes.
Okay. For $4,488, a refund that on the amount that you paid for a car that you don't want to keep.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What happened?
Well, I bought the car about just under 6 months ago. It was low mileage. Took it home. When I got home, I couldn't lock the car with the key fob. So I asked my friend to try and help me. We tried to do it. We eventually locked it. The next day I drove the car, come home, parked it. I couldn't even get into the car with the key fob or even the key. So I called him. He sent out his mechanic. So he got into the car, said I'd have to go back and take it to the garage. So arranged to take
The
it.
garage would be the auto...
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, because, yeah.
No, it's fabulous. Go ahead. Your language. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I took it and he fixed it, but then I still had problems with the key fob.
And
then,
so at some point you end up deciding that you don't want the car.
Well...
This is the PT Cruiser.
The PT Cruiser, yes.
So you bring it in to him,
and
the two of you negotiate that you would take a different car, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
What car did you end up with?
A Ford Escape.
All right. And then how did the Ford Escape work out for you?
Well, when we went to test drive it, it was vibrating, and when we got back, he said that he'll get that looked into. And when I went to pick up the car, maybe a few days later, it's still vibrating, it smelt of oil, so we took it back in.
Wait. When you go to pick up the car, are all those things wrong with it when you're picking it up? Why do you pick it up then? Why don't you leave it there?
It wasn't apparent straight away. It was till I drove it like
Okay,
for a
so
few
when
miles.
you picked the car up, it was fine?
Yeah.
You drove off, and then when do problems start up?
Well, since then, it's still vibrating. It was still a smell of oil, so I've since then had a mechanic check it out for me.
And so you've had a different mechanic look at it?
Yeah, because I was just curious to see that.
And what did that mechanic tell you?
Well, he said, what did he say was wrong with it? Did
he give an estimate?
No.
No? What did he say was wrong with it? Go ahead.
Actually, what he said is that it has an oil leak, and it smells like the head gasket. When the head gasket's bad, when the oil runs on, that's what it smells like. I know a little bit.
Right, but then so what does it cost to fix? Because if you buy a car and there's something wrong with it, and you feel that that's something they have to pay for, then it's how do we repair the car? That's the measure of damages, not I'm giving you your car back, take it back. I've driven it for how many months have you been driving it?
No, I hadn't been. I've only been driving that a few weeks, the Ford Escape.
Yeah. All right, let me see what you did get. You were looking down at some document.
I just wrote down what the mechanic said was wrong.
You don't have anything from the mechanic that says what's wrong?
No.
Just
no.
you. Oh.
He wrote on a piece of paper and just gave it to us.
What's going on?
I delivered the PT Cruiser to her. The car only has 65,000 miles on it. She drove it for a couple of days. She got locked out of the car. We come out. I sent somebody out to Eastport. It was an hour and a half round trip. I have to pay the mechanic to go out there, get her into the car, tell her bring it back. We'll take care of it, whatever it is, which we did.
What was it?
was a lock actuator or
And
something
that car had a
electrical.
warranty, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you say I had to send a guy out there, that's your obligation under the warranty, right? Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the second car, okay? Because you trade in the first car and then you get the second car. Is there paperwork from the second car?
Yeah.
May I see it? You too. The Ford Escape had how many miles?
120,000.
All right, so there's no warranty on the Ford Escape, correct?
Right.
Did you buy
I mean,
a warranty?
No.
You are unhappy with the Ford Escape, correct?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Ford Escape?
Well, it's still vibrating. It smells of oil. I don't know. I just don't feel comfy driving it.
Better to buy a car from a private person or a dealer?
Let's say a dealership.
Because?
It's more trustworthy.
What are you saying?
I think a dealership.
Because?
A reputation.
Although some don't have it, right? Yeah. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Here's the way it works. A used car sale is an as-is sale.
Yeah.
Unless somebody makes you a specific warranty. In the state of New York, you have an additional protection as a consumer. If you buy it from an auto sale place like this is, then they're forced to give you certain warranties on certain mileage cars. But all bets are off if a car has over 100,000 miles. They do not have to give any warranty on a car that's over 100,000 miles. So when, you know, he says, it's not my problem, it's not under warranty,
I never said that.
no? Do you want to put it under warranty?
I offered, and she signed a release saying that she didn't want a warranty.
No, but do you want to fix the car?
I offered to several times. I told her, bring it back. She complained about the brakes.
Are you still willing to do that?
Yes.
Well, I would suggest very strongly that you do it. Because I can't force him to take back the car in a situation like this. I can't
Your Honor,
order
can
him
I-
to refund the money. You follow? Okay. All right, so on your lawsuit against him, I am ruling in his favor. And if I were you, I wouldn't leave the building without making an appointment to bring the car back. Okay, good luck and welcome.
Thank you.
Great, hold on, please, both sides.
Well, the plaintiff fails to win her lawsuit. Ms. King, welcome to American justice. How long have you been here now?
Just over 5 months.
What's your reaction to the case, number one?
It sucks.
It sucks. Well, you don't get the money. But he did offer to fix the car. Will you take it back to him?
No. I'll be going
You won't?
No.
Why not? What are you going to do?
He's had it to
No.
fix it
Well,
already.
what are you going to do? Pay somebody else to
No,
fix
I'm
it?
sell it. I don't want it. I'm going to sell it.
You don't want it? You're going to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry you're not happy with the car? Sorry it's been a bad day. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Nice chatting
Bye-bye,
with you.
thank you.
All right, Mr. Del Greco, I must admit, you sound like a very reasonable guy. It sounded to me like you were trying to do whatever you could to help.
Oh, yeah, we did everything we could, bent over backwards for her. I loaned her a car while all this was happening, and she went and got a red light ticket for it and refused to pay for that.
Well, listen, congratulations. all
Thank
right?
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you. Thank you, sir. Harvey, what do you think?
Doug, look, dealers are more expensive than buying from a private party generally, but many states provide protections so that you do have a lemon law in place and other protections and recourse if the car goes bad.